In today's video, we're gonna be turning my real bed into a fish tank. But guys, there's a couple huge problems with my bed if we're gonna do that. Like the height of this, it's way too short. And to find a fish tank the size of my real bed would cost me thousands of dollars that I just don't have. And because we're gonna have to turn this bed into a DIY fish tank, we're gonna probably need some help with that. So shout out to Brooklyn Bedding for sponsoring today's video. But if we're gonna do this, it needs to be the biggest bang for my buck. And trust me, I got some good ideas. Come on. So I fired up the computer and I started searching online for something that I could stick under my bed. And that's why I'm ordering this see-through plastic pond. And because it's way bigger than a normal fish tank, we could put giant predator fish inside of our new fish tank. So I added the fish aquarium to our cart and we purchased it. And it should be here very soon. But guys, there's a huge problem. This bed is way too short to fit a fish tank underneath. So we just need to build something to fix that. Ugh. And guys, here's all of the supplies we're gonna need to fix the bed. So let's get in there and fix it. Ugh. So we grabbed our wood and we cut it down to size. Then we grabbed some brackets and connected everything together and our bed is ready. And now guys, it's time to see if this bed frame will hold my weight. Awesome, perfect. And now the only thing that this bed fish tank actually needs is the aquarium that goes underneath it. And guys, I think it should be showing up any minute now. So let's go see if it actually arrived. Oh, perfect. All right guys, now that the aquarium's here, all we gotta do is obviously go off and set it up. So we unboxed the pool and after a couple minutes, it was finally put together. And now guys, will this giant aquarium fit underneath my bed? So we picked up the bed frame and shoved our aquarium right underneath it. And everything looks perfect, Raw fam. Alrighty, and now it's time to fill this thing with water. Let it rip! Oh, there we go. This is either gonna go really good or really bad. Wow guys, look, the pond is all filled up. It looks great. Now we just gotta add the filter system. So we grabbed a little canister filter and we hooked it up to our pond. And now that our filter's set up, let's plug it in. Here we go. Oh, that's epic, let's go. And now the bed fish tank is finally built, guys. But now we have to actually make it feel like a home for all of the epic fish that we're gonna put inside of here. And well, I know just the place to get a bunch of supplies to make this thing epic. So we hopped in the car and drove all the way over to our local pet store. And when we got to the local pet store, I grabbed some white rock, some colorful rocks, and some aquatic plants for our bed fish tank. And after a grand total of $436, we got everything we're gonna need to set up the home for all of those epic fish that we're gonna put in the bed fish tank. So let's take all of this and get back to the Raw fam. So we threw everything in the car and we drove all the way back to our bed fish tank. And now it's time to start setting up all of the epic stuff that we actually got from the aquarium store, starting with the white gravel. And bag after bag, we started filling up this fish tank with white gravel until it's completely full. And wow guys, it looks really good, and now it's time to start adding all of the aquatic plants. So we reached back in our cart and we started grabbing out all of the plastic plants and started adding them into our aquarium. Alrighty guys, and now that the bed fish tank looks like a pretty good home, now it's time to add some fish. But I don't want just any fish. I'm thinking about adding some really unique, colorful fish to brighten up this pond, and they're actually living back at the Raw fam. So we hopped in the car and we drove all the way over to the Raw fam because I want to catch some of these beautiful, epic koi fish right here for my very own bed fish tank. But Raw fam, there's a huge problem. If you guys notice, there's all different sizes of koi fish and all different types of fish in there. And that's why we have this, a prime fish trap. And I thought we could just put this prime bottle inside of the water and whatever we catch would be perfect for our actual bed fish tank. So we grabbed our giant prime bottle and we put a bunch of fish pellets to attract fish. And now that we have a bunch of bait inside of our prime fish trap, I'm gonna throw the trap inside of the water and whatever we catch is gonna go inside of our bed fish tank. So I pushed the prime fish trap out so that it could sink to the bottom. And now that our giant prime fish trap is actually inside of the ground pond, we're gonna have to wait for all the fish to go inside of the prime trap. And that's why I say we go to our local fish store to see if we can find some epic fish that would make our bed fish tank so much cooler. And so we hopped in the truck and we drove all the way over to Beverly's to pick out some really cool fish. So we walked through the entire fish section until we found the perfect fish for our fish tank. Guys, look how cool this giant discus fish is. I mean, he would look amazing in our bed fish tank. But guys, we're out here balling on a budget, and for $229, that's just a little bit out of our price range. So we kept walking around the store and we found the perfect fish for a great price that we could add to our bed fish tank. And look at this, guys. We've just found our first predator for the fish tank. He's right there. And after picking out our new predators, we scooped them up so that we could bring them back to the bed fish tank. Guys, isn't that insane? It looks like a real life shark. That's gonna go perfect in our bed fish tank. All right, let's buy him. So we grabbed our brand new fish and drove all the way back to the bed fish tank. And now that we're back from the pet store, I actually have a super big surprise for you guys. While we were walking around, we actually found this epic little goldfish. I mean, he is so cool. But guys, that leaves us with a huge issue. Because like you guys know, we also bought a predator, guys. And he would probably end up eating our goldfish. So I actually have an idea. I say we cut this pond in half and built a divider. So one side is for all the colorful fish, and the other side, well, that's for all the giant predators. And while we built a divider to separate the colorful fish from all of the giant predators, let me tell you about the sponsor from today's video, Brooklyn Bedding. Whoa, look at this. As someone that's constantly on the move, whether I'm out fishing or filming, quality sleep is really important to me. One thing that I really appreciate about Brooklyn Bedding is how simple they make the entire process. Their sleep quiz helped me pick the right mattress for me. I've been using the king size Sedona Elite mattress for the past couple of months. And the difference it's made in my sleep has been incredible. And I chose this model because I needed something that had temperature control and provided the right balance, comfort, and support. And in this heat, having a mattress that sleeps cool is a really big deal. I've noticed I'm not waking up overheated like I used to. And it's made a noticeable difference in how I sleep. I'm falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up way more rested for those early morning fishing trips. Brooklyn Bedding also has a 120-night sleep trial, along with a limited lifetime warranty. And the best part is they deliver the mattress right to your door. Brooklyn Bedding beds are made without fiberglass. As you may have seen in recent news reports, it's been linked to health concerns and lawsuits in the mattress industry. And that's one more reason I could rest easy with Brooklyn Bedding. If you're looking for a brand new bed, check out brooklynbedding.com or scan the QR code right there to get 30% off your mattress using code RAWWFishing. Thank you, Brooklyn Bedding, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's finish this divider. And to finish up the divider, we took our giant bed off, ripped apart the entire stand, and added in our final pieces. And this side over here is for colorful fish, and all the predators, well, they're going on this side. All right, let's release this little guy into the pond. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Welcome. Oh, he doesn't want to go out yet. Come on, buddy. Welcome. Oh, he's so cool. All right, now let's just watch him. Is he going to be able to make it through and go into the other side of the aquarium? Awesome, let's go. Guys, Rolfim, he can't make it over to where all the colorful fish are on the other side of the aquarium. So now, let's add the second predator to the tank. Alrighty, guys, and here we go. This right here is our albino Oscar, and he is about to go into the aquarium. Bye, buddy. Welcome. Awesome. And finally, our little colorful fish on the other side of the aquarium. Here we go. Welcome, buddy. Look at him, guys. He's so cute. We can now decorate both sides to make it really cool and make it a theme. So for the colorful fish, we made everything super green and super vibrant to match the colors of the fish. But as far as the predators go, we made everything super aggressive and made everything orange and red. And now that everything's set up, we can fix the bed. Oh, look at that, let's go. And now that the bed is actually set up, we can go off and catch a bunch of epic fish for the colorful fish side. That actually reminds me, we have a prime fish trap to go check, so let's go check it. So we hopped in the car and we drove all the way over to the Raw Fam. Alrighty, guys, now let's see what we caught inside of the prime fish trap that we said earlier on in the video. And all I gotta do is just grab it, bring it close on over here. Nice, here we go, guys. Oh wait, there's a koi right there. No, I just got one. Nice. Let's go, get back in there, buddy. And guys, now that we have our prime fish trap, it's time to open it up. Cut that off right there. Perfect, it should just pop right open. Here we go, what do we get? Oh, look at that! We got a bunch of koi! So this is the little guy that popped out before. It's a cool little Yamabuki Ogon. Throw that in there. Wow, look at this. This is a little Deutz Hietsuri. Very cool. Throw that guy in there. Look at this little Shishui. It's perfect. Let's go. And the best for last. This is a Ginrin Asagi. Look at that. Let's go. And all of these koi fish are gonna go perfect inside of our brand new bed fish tank, Raw fam. And now all we gotta do is just take them on over to the bed. Let's go. So we grabbed our giant container, threw it in the truck, and drove all the way over to the bed fish tank. And now that we're back at the bed tank, let's put all of our beautiful little koi fish inside of the pond. So you grabbed out the koi one by one, putting them inside of the fish tank. And now that we have plenty of colorful fish on this side of the tank, it's time to start working on getting a bunch of epic predators for the opposite side of our bed fish tank. And guys, I'm thinking about maybe even going off and catching a little shark for this thing. So let's get over there and see if we can get him. So we hopped in the car and we headed over to a local boat ramp. And as far as catching giant predators for our bed fish tank, I think we're gonna go out on this boat right here. For all fam, you better hold on. We got a far drive until we can find the predators. So we powered up the boat and we started driving all through the Everglades looking for a little predator for our bed fish tank. And now we're gonna be fishing for a miniature little predator. And that's why we have this little baby piece of bait. We're gonna cast it all by the lily pads where the fish live. And after a few casts, it didn't take long to get my first bite. Oh, let's go. Look at this, Raw fam. We caught a little exotic cichlid. Very cool, but not the fish we're after. So we decided to throw the cichlid back and keep on moving down the canal to see if we can catch the predator we're after. Oh, look at that. Let's go. This right here is a super rare jaguar cichlid, guys. And this is definitely gonna go in our bed fish tank. And now with our first fish inside the live well, we kept moving deeper and deeper into the Everglades until we'd catch our next fish. Perfect fish. Let's go, let's go. He's in the boat, in the boat, in the boat. Guys, this is the perfect little largemouth bass that we needed to actually go and put it in the bed fish tank. Perfect timing, guys. It is about to be dark out here. So now that we got our little bass, we could put this thing in the bed fish tank. So we drove back in so that we could put the mini monster in the bed fish tank the next morning. And now it's the next day and we have a bunch of those little fish inside of our live well. Let's see how they're doing. Look, the little bass is right here. Oh, look at that, Raw fam. Guys, that is like a little baby Jaws right there, and he's gonna go right inside of our bed fish tank. And of course, we can't forget this little colorful cichlid right here. Whoa, Raw fam, look at that. He is perfect. Let's go. Now guys, we have a lot of colorful fish, but not a lot of predators. Well, we're about to add two really cool predators right now. We're adding our wild caught jaguar cichlid right into the pond. Let's go. And now we are adding our little baby Jaws to the bed fish tank. Perfect. And Raw fam, now that we just added some more predators, I would say that the aquarium is like 50-50 right now. And because we only have a couple more hours until the giant pond monster actually shows up for the aquarium, we need to go off and get a bunch of colorful fish to actually outweigh the opposite side of the fish tank. And that's why I want to go over to the fish store to get a bunch of colorful fish so that when that monster shows up, it won't take over the entire aquarium. So I'll see you guys at the fish store. So we hopped in the truck and we drove all the way over to the fish store. And these are the little fish that we're actually here for. These right here are some feeder goldfish. Not only will they bring a lot of color to the tank, but these fish are perfect to go inside the tank. They're so cute. Let's get a couple and get out of here. So we bagged up our goldfish and headed back to the bed aquarium. And now that we just got back from the pet store, it's time to add all of our brand new colorful fish. Here we go. We're gonna throw these little guys in. What? Nice, let's go. And I love these little goldfish because they're gonna provide color on both sides of the aquarium because they're so small they can easily make it through our little divider. And now that we have a bunch of colorful fish inside of our bed aquarium, our giant swamp monster will be here any minute. But he's not here yet, and I think we should still go out and get one more predator for the bed fish tank. And Raw fam, this one's gonna be crazy. I wanna get a giant red-tailed catfish. It's actually at my buddy's house, so let's go pick him up. So we hopped in the truck and drove all the way over to my best friend's house. And the giant redtail that we're after is actually inside this pond right here. Come on. And we're gonna add him to this little cooler so we can bring him back over to the aquarium. Oh! He wasn't expecting that. We got our little beautiful pond monster right here. This should be the biggest monster inside of the aquarium. So we safely got our redtail into a cooler, got him to the truck, and drove him back to the bed fish tank as fast as we could. And now that we're back, it's time to put our brand new predator inside of the bed fish tank. How's he doing? Oh, what's up? Oh. Hi, buddy. So I let the red tail acclimate until he was ready to go into the bed fish tank. Guys, look at him. He's checking out the tank. I think he loves his new home, and he's gonna do so good in the bed fish tank. And now that we have a bunch of giant predators and colorful fish inside of the bed fish tank, it's time to add the last finishing touch before the giant swamp monster actually arrives. And this has been a secret I've been keeping all video. You ready? Here we go. Turn it on. Oh, look at that, guys. We not only have lights now, but everything is ready to go for our giant swamp monster that should be arriving any minute. Oh, I think that was him.
Yo, the gator's here.
Oh, perfect. All right, come on in. Let's go, let's go. And now that we have our swamp monster here, we could put this guy on the predator side over here. But guys, there's giant red tails and different types of catfish and stuff in here. And honestly, guys, now that I'm thinking about it, an alligator would probably eat all of the fish. That probably wouldn't be good for the fish tank, huh? But you know what? I do have an idea. We do have the swamp monster. Let's test out the bed and see how much he likes it. Come on. Alrighty, buddy, welcome to the bed fish tank. Uh-oh, there he goes. He's walking on the bed. RAWWF fam, look, I think the alligator loves the bed fish tank. And whenever our alligator needs a little snack, he just walks over here, jumps in the pond, go gets himself a little treat, huh? That's perfect. And that right there was setting up our very own bed fish tank with a little swamp monster. But RAWWF fam, how does this aquarium look at nighttime? Let's find out. Oh wow, look at that. The fish look amazing in the bed fish tank. And RAWWF fam, if you want to see more amazing videos like turning my bed into a fish tank, make sure you subscribe or click the video right here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.